Most hobbyists that purchase baseball cards for the sole purpose of keeping them agree that every card in their collection would be sold for a price, the right price. But is that true? Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for joining me in the Card Closet for another episode. Like usual, we're going to start this episode, number 437, with a mystery card of the day that matches the episode number. So we're going to go with a man who had 437 career doubles. Let's see if you can guess who he is. He has a couple rookie cards, 2000 Bowman draft picks and prospects, also in the Chrome version of that, and 2000 Topps traded and rookies, also in the Chrome version of that. He was the first overall pick in the 2000 Major League Baseball draft, and he was selected by the San Diego Padres, which is appropriate because he was born in San Diego and grew up in nearby Chula Vista, California. He was a first baseman for his entire career, 5-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glove winner, and a 2-time Silver Slugger. The guy could hit. He led the league 3 times in the category. In 2009, he led the National League in walks. In 2011, he led the American League in hits. And in 2014, he led the National League in RBIs. Played 15 career years. Was done by age 36. 3 runs short of 1,000 for his career. Did have 2,000 hits, 317 home runs, 1,200 RBIs, and a .287 career batting average. He played in 4 consecutive postseasons with the Dodgers from 2013 to 2016. He played the most seasons with the Dodgers, the second most with the Padres. And 2 of those years on the Padres, he was teammates with his brother. He was a first-time Hall of Fame candidate in 2024. He received 3 votes, which is 0.8%, and he was eliminated from future ballots for that reason. And I kind of think he looks like Pepino Man. Anybody get it right? It is none other than El Titan Adrian Gonzalez, and this is his 2011 Topps Chrome Atomic Refractor. All-around good guy. Should have put that in as a clue. So anyway, Adrian Gonzalez is going to sit in with us today with that sparkly atomic refractor. So yeah, I did a video a long time ago talking about my 1917 Collins and McCarthy Red Sox team set that I was working on, and I showed all the cards I had. And this just goes to show that sometimes when you make videos, they don't get watched for a year or 2 later or more. And someone left a comment that I didn't see right away because I'm not getting my comments like I told you before. And no, they didn't leave a comment. I'm sorry. They took my email address from my About page and sent me a message. Said that they're a big collector of 1917 cards and wanted to know if, for an outrageously high price, I would sell my 1917 Red Sox collection. So I've showed these before. I'll just put a couple of them on camera again here. I have most of them slabbed. I do have 5 additional ones that are not slabbed. These are hard to get, so honestly, I take them in any condition I can find them. And if there is an opportunity to upgrade some year down the road, maybe I'll do it. But I'm just happy to have them, period, because they don't pop up very often. So what would you do if you were me? If somebody, maybe it's happened to you. If it has, tell me about it. Tell me about it in the comments. But what would you do if somebody came along and made you an offer for something that's in your collection? Well, like everybody, and I think most of us that collect cards, and I'm not talking flippers, sellers, investors, I'm talking about people who buy cards with the intent of keeping them as part of their collection. Most of us would say that, yeah, everything in my collection has a price. For the right price, I'd sell anything. But is that true? So he wanted to know if I would. And I said, I played the line, yes, everything in my collection's got a price. This collection of 1917s is, a decade running, and it's been a tough go trying to pick these up. And so I just said it would have to be a really high price. And the reply came back, the guy's super kind, super polite, super nice. This was a very cordial conversation. Came down that, yeah, he could understand that, but through our conversation of several emails back and forth, neither of us were willing to throw out a number. And my rationale for not throwing out a number is because they're not for sale. And the moment I put a number on them, they're for sale. I wanted him to come up with the first number to try to dislodge them from my firm grasp. And so he wouldn't do that. He just several times asked me, what's your number? What would you need for him? And I never would answer. I always put it back on him. And, would talk up how difficult they were and that, I wasn't getting these for bargains, et cetera, et cetera. And so eventually the conversation just died. Neither of us obviously were going to throw out a number. But as I was thinking about what a number would be, I wasn't going to give him a number, but I thought about it. And when am I going to stop collecting Red Sox team sets all the way back to their initial season of 1901? No, I'm not. So if I sold these to him, I'd need to replace them. And it could be another decade before I'm back to where I am today. Who knows? So the price that I would need for them, not only would it have to cover the price that I paid for the ones I currently have, but it would have to make it worthwhile for me to commit all the time to reacquiring them. And also, I feel like since I've done a decade's worth of work putting this set together, that for him to get them all in one big piece like that saves him a lot of time, and he would have to pay for the convenience of handing the set over all put together already. So anyway, the conversation died, and we never went forward. We've not talked for a while now. So anyway, let me know in the comments. I'm curious what you think about that, if that's ever happened to you. I know a lot of you are collectors, not flippers. You're collecting to keep. And have you ever said, first of all, number one, have you ever said, yeah, anything in my collection has a price? I'd sell anything for the right price. Have you said that? And two, has anybody called you on that? I'm not going to say call your bluff. I don't think it is a bluff. I think we all do truly mean that. But the price, when you really come down to it, is more than the value of the cards. It's time and energy and convenience that they are receiving that you put into it. So, and then three, put in the comments if you think I'm right or wrong for not giving out the first price. My rationale is they're not for sale. So you need to come up with a number to dislodge them. I'm not going to put them for sale by giving you a price. You guys agree with that philosophy, that sentiment, or not? So shortly after this conversation, I was looking at 1917s, and I picked up two more, and they arrived just the other day. So here's a Clarence Walker, and it's very, very faint. And I found other examples, Trading Card Database and such, and other websites that show cards, and it's a faint picture on every single one. So I think it's just the way it was printed. And then here's probably, of the ones I have so far, this is my favorite, Duffy Lewis. He was a part of that $100,000 outfield that they had with Harry Hooper and Tris Speaker and Duffy Lewis. Incredible outfield. Duffy is not in the Hall of Fame, nor do I think he should be, but he was a very good player in that era. So 2 more. That means I have 4 to go. One of them's Babe Ruth. I'll never own the Babe Ruth. All right, let's move over to a couple other things, a couple other cards that have arrived. I showed this card in my Case-Matics video. Actually, I showed these 2 in that one too, thinking that I'd do the Case-Matics video after more installments, but I didn't end up doing it. So going for the Topps Playing Day run of Stan Musial, amongst others, and I picked up his 1959. It's a card I've seen for years and years and years. Never been interested in getting it, but now I'm glad to get it. And then on the shiny side of things, it's going to be a big departure from what you're seeing on the screen right now. I was able to get a good deal on a 2021 Panini Spectra Wave of Ben Roethlisberger. That is a very, very cool wave pattern, rainbowish wave looking pattern going on in there. And it is numbered to 10. I kind of feel like Big Ben's going to be a Hall of Famer quickly once he becomes eligible, and I want to get some of these cards before that happens. So that's numbered to 10. And then the other one, finishing up my 2002, 2003 Topps Finest Refractor Lakers set, Shaquille O'Neal. For the longest time, I decided I didn't want this card because it has the fabric in it. But I decided to give on that. There is no, there's no indication on the back guaranteeing the fabric. I'm hoping 2002, 2003 is the era where the card companies weren't taking advantage of us with wishy-washy wording. It does say authentic Game Ward jersey. It doesn't say it was Shaq. It doesn't say it was worn in an NBA game. But given the era that card is from, I think I'm probably good. And then for fun, just more from this team set, put together the 23-24 Hyper Prism set, and I've got Rui Hachimura. Let me look around here. I think that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed that episode. Again, leave me comments. Please subscribe if you have not already, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.